Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here with the Pokemon Spotlight. This time we're going to be featuring Shaymin-Sky. Now, Shaymin-Sky is known for flinching its opponent because of its Serene Grace ability, as well as getting Spadef drops with Seed Flare. So, very, very, very scary Pokemon. Decently high speed tier as well, allowing it to outspeed Pokemon like the likes of all Arceus forms and anything below. Its inability though to take a hit really sucks for a Shaymin. Again, just base 75 defenses all around. But if it is lucky enough, and if it does land its air slashes, and if it does flinch, it has a really good chance to just 1v1 a lot of teams, which is the thing about Shaymin. Also, having nice utility moves in its arsenal like Healing Wish, as well as Aromatherapy is pretty cool. It also got Z Celebrate, which is pretty cool as well. We have a few of those that you guys gave me, and access to growth and moves like that. So let's just look for some games with it. We have the first team from RDKB. As you guys saw, it has Metronome Shaymin, and I actually like this a lot because I think one of the things about Shaymin is its inability to boost itself safely, but by spamming air slashes, especially if your opponent starts switching around, eventually you're stronger than a choice spec. So we have it's honestly just HO with Deoxys Speed, Rock Polish Groudon, Rock Polish Necrozma, Calm Mind Lunala, as well as SD Chopper Berry Arceus. So should be fun. Ideally, we get some flinches in this live. I'm not a big fan of Serene Grace users like Togekiss and Skyman just because they rely on actually hitting their attacks in Air Slash, whereas Jirachi has 100% accurate attack in its own. But let's see how this ends up going. Love Arceus in this. Not the biggest fan of Shaymin just because he has so many priority users. 1, 2, 3. And the biggest fan of fighting this too just becomes a pain. So I'm gonna get my rocks. I see Dragon Ascent immediately. Looks like my opponent, I could be banned, but I kind of doubt that's banned. I'm gonna taunt though, because I don't want him to set up anything else if possible. Now, the issue here is how am I going to deal with this? Because I'm pretty sure that's actually Sash. I knew that wasn't banned. Definitely going to be banned. You would have done 100%. So it's definitely Sash Arceus. Excuse me, Rayquaza. And I don't have a safe way of breaking through it. I need to keep Necrozma alive because it can beat it. I obviously have Lunala, but I want to keep Lunala alive as well just because it hits incredibly hard versus my opponent. But I guess Lunala is my play. Hey. Because I am faster and can Ice Beam and break him down with Sash. So this is okay because again I'll take any hit no matter what due to my Shadow Shield ability. He obviously got off a little bit. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. It's really nice. But I want to keep Lunala alive because again it's my check to Pokemon like Arceus and whatnot. As he actually goes Arceus. Now, are you max speed, dude? Because if you're not, I can Focus Blast twice. If I connect, I break your Chopple as well. I did not manage to connect, and he was able to defog, which is pretty unfortunate. Turns out he wasn't Chopple either. So that more than likely means that my opponent does have Sash Marshadow and Sash Deoxys, which I am not the biggest fan of. Right? I did not mean to Moongeist Beam. Yeah. So we could have at least prevented my opponent's rocks as well. This is going to be really tough though because I'm positive that it's Sash Marshadow and I'm positive it's Sash Deoxys as well. So you should go Marshadow right here. Though I will attempt to break your Sash with my Shaymin. Super Lake Congrats. Thanks, dude. Yeah, marriage has been pretty cool. Thanks, dude. Anyway, Marshadow comes out. We're going to Moongeist Beam. Now, the cool thing about Shaymin in this is that it's always going to be able to get off an Air Slash. Even though it's more than likely, like I said, is Sash Marshadow. He should just Shadow Sneak here. Or if he doesn't want to waste his Sash, he switches. But you're boosting my Air Slash every single time it connects. All I needed to do is break its Sash, though. That's really what I need. On whether it be Marshadow or Deoxys. Though I would obviously prefer Marshadow. Though goes Groudon, and again, I'm gonna be able to hopefully flinch him to death right here as he gets a Rock Polish off. So this is the thing about Shaymin that I don't like. Its inability to its inability to reliably, well, obviously it has to rely on luck is the thing that I don't like about Shaymin. Anyway, depends on what he does here. If he goes Xerneas, which kind of makes sense, goes Dio, which also makes sense because what he's trying to do is break my, he's trying to break my Sash, or excuse me, he's trying to break my Chople with his Dio. As he goes right for Psycho Boost. I'll Shadow Claw here just in case his Extreme Speed doesn't knock me out. And what I can do is just Rock Polish as he goes Zern. Now, the thing about Zern is, as long as I break Marshadow Sash, I think I'm good. But he steals my Rock Polish, though, so it's going to be tough to win, I feel. I don't think Geomancy was the play because I feel like I'll still be able to outspeed you unless you're running a ton more speed. I also don't think HP Ice knocks you out from neutral, so I'm gonna press his blade here, as it actually did end up outspeeding me anyway. But if Marshadow wants to come out, I'm able to break its Sash. If he goes Deoxys, I'm not positive that it actually knocks me out exactly. So he's gonna be forced to go Marshadow here, and as long as Marshadow doesn't 2-hit KO me, because of my ability, we're good. So we stun Steel Strike, and it ends up not even being Sash. Good game, dude. Wow. I really thought it was Sash this entire time. Good game. Anyway, Shaymin would have been a lot better in that game had it flinched Groudon because I wouldn't have had to make the sack, and he would have been forced to go Deoxys and knock me out. But that's the only reason I didn't bother setting up on Deoxys, because I was fearing the Sash. So I didn't mean to load up the same team twice. And we have literally the exact same team. Probably would have Sash Rayquaza lead. Leads Marshadow, it's the same thing. Always get up rocks. It's actually not Sash Ray. He goes for Sneak. As far as Marshadow goes, Shaymin is always my answer again. And as far as him switching into Shaymin goes, as long as Metronome starts working, we're good. I don't know if that's Scarf Xerneas. I actually think it is. And he went out to that to defog immediately, but we'll see. Hey, land. Nice! That's 2 for 2 without flinching. Appreciate that. However, my Air Slash has gotten significantly stronger, but we're just like, again, like I could have kept up rocks multiple times. I want to keep this alive for Marshadow. I feel like Lunala, though breaking my Shadow Shield, it's still a counter to this Pokemon, and I want to see how you switch into this. Yeah, I'm not bothering setting up. Looks like it is Sash Marshadow. Either that or it's just dead. Yep. So we'll go Arceus, as we'll be able to take a Spectral Thief. He's going to close combat here. Not that it matters, I just Shadow Claw anyway. I live the hit. I still have Lunala to check the... first off, I think I still have Healing Wish on my Shaymin. Secondly, I still have Lunala to check the Mewtwo, so that's not as much of a problem. But I'm assuming it's Sash Rayquaza plus Friends, so... And depending on the Groudon set, I might just lose it immediately. Anyway, we just Extreme Speed this. Ray, no. I definitely E-Speed twice and hope he's Orb instead of Sash. I have two things I can do here. I can bluff the Scarf with Shaymin, or I can go Necrozma. And I think if I bluff the Scarf with Shaymin, I feel like he knows I'm weakness policy. So I think Necrozma is my play. And I Rock Polish as he just feed creates and goodbye, my friend. So, it's still okay because his speed is gone, which means that Lunala messes him up right now. But as far as Skyman goes, I'm going to need it to really flinch that Groudon. And I don't know his Arceus form either. And it's Eat Killer. So I'm going for game of Rock Polish Groudon. That's it from now. Yeah. Alright, well that's another L. 2 E-killers, back to back. I'm gonna try one more game with this team. One more. Focus Blast is just a finally like a balance or a not freaking aggro SD Arceus build versus this. Like my answer to SD Arceus is opposing SD Arceus, and Shaymin, if it doesn't, can we get a flinch with Shaymin? That's all I need. All I need is some flinches with Shaymin. Imagine having rocks in a game versus Sash Ray. Like all I needed was one flinch on Xerneas. I didn't even get a flinch yet with this Pokemon. And this is again one of its, you know, one of the drawbacks to using it. Veltal lead, I'll be faster even if Scarf. As he U-turns, I'm thinking that is Scarf. But we do get up our rocks, which is going to be really nice. Again, Skyman is going to be key, assuming it works, of course. We'll always taunt Groudon, even though it's probably just going to attack me. Yeah, goodbye, my child. So a few things I could do here. I can go Lunala and Z immediately. And that probably is my play. Because nothing else really... I don't want to mess with Skyman just yet. I do. I actually really do. But if it... You know what? This isn't fair if it doesn't work. This is not fair if it doesn't work. There's the first flinch of the day, guys. 12 minutes in. Second flinch of the day. Oof. That man saw that roll and he's like, what? Oh, no, you cannot, you better be Ultra Necro, bro, because you cannot switch on this mod. Because this mon is going to be doing too much damage. Well, there's the game. I'll Earth Power here and activates weakness policy. But the good thing is it's in range of my attack, and he can't even recover it off because of Metronome, so yeah. I'll easily be able to go out to Arceus, pick him off. We have Groudon ridiculously low, so to the point where I could probably HP Ice and knock it out. Rock Polish, my own Rock Polish Groudon is looking incredible. Goes Arceus Water. Okay. Alright, start giving me my KOs now. I'm +4. Start giving me all my KOs right now. First off, I needed that gone. Even if he goes father, I don't really care. Like, everything's in range. Zygarde comes out. Ooh, you're sub protect, aren't you? That's cool. Alright, sack, Necro. Go Nala on the protect. Calm Mind up because he should sack Groudon. Don't agree with that play, but that's fine. You still don't beat me, and all I needed to do is beat Zygarde, and I'm still in Shadow Shield form, so I'm good. In fact, this thing being gone is so good for my my Ultra Necrozma in the back. So beautiful, Zygarde's gone. I don't know why you went Xerneas, my friend. Oh, to waste my Z, that's cool. But why not just go with Veltal? I don't get why you wouldn't go with Veltal there. Because Xerneas doesn't sweep me. In fact, Xerneas gives me the opportunity I need to sweep you. Does Moonblast even KO? So as long as I don't get flinched by... that wouldn't have KO'd me unless it crit. As long as I don't get flinched by a Veltal with my Groudon, I win because Fire Blast into... I have to land as well. But Fire Blast into Extreme Speed knocks him out. Or if I don't get flinched right here, I also knock him out with my Weakness Policy activated Z. Or Z, Sunsteel Strike. So what my opponent needed to do there was flinch me. Man, still, I'm still just a little bit annoyed. That was like the only flinches we got today. Because I feel like versus the other two where my rocks were incredibly important, being able to get, you know, a flinch on Arceus, for example, like I wouldn't have at least not been paranoid about Marshadow, so I could have played it differently. In that first one where he was Z and not Sash, and obviously the Sash Ray, but that's one of the drawbacks of using it, and that's why I like these spotlights, because I'll keep going back to this. They show you the strengths, But also they show you the weaknesses of the Pokemon. Like in Reshiram's case, it was just a bad slot for the most part. On Palette, Fat Premium and Mega, if you want another core, that's stupid easy to use. And deals with loaded con stuff, you just need to add a grass check plus things for Scizor. Oh, thank you, man. So I made a post for the long. This is like my first like serious post on Smogon in a long time in the UU viability rankings, because I saw that Sage posted about Palossand, and I wanted to post about Palossand since I used it to get Rex. And then Sage just sent me a PM on my thing about a core I could use. Now, this team is from Abby, I believe. Yes. Normalium Z, Skyman, with defensive Groudon, Mix Ogre, Judgment. You know it's a problem in this game that Deoxys under Terrain or Mewtwo. I'm going to have issues with this team. So I got to lead Skyman because he has Smeargle as a lead. And I just need one. Nice. Thank you for doing your job, my friend. This is where having Metronome would actually be really nice. Or even Scarf. Like, Scarf would just dominate this dude. I feel like Seed Flare KOs, because Air Slash is... This is almost double the power. So, give me that Pokemon. Thank you. So, Groudon's gone, which means free water spam. Now, the bad thing is, Dio might come out soon. If he goes Lele, I'm going to keep attacking. This is another threat that could come out. I feel like Ho is going to be ridiculously key, but at least Shaymin did its job, man. Got rid of the Groudon and mainly flinched Smeargle, so that was big. Oh boy. If this misses, I'm losing. Nice. Nice. This is a wrap. This game a wrap. This game a wrap. Alright, so we go Groudon, we live one hit, and we go for Pressure's Blade. It doesn't knock it out, though, which is unfortunate. And this is where having Toxic would be nice, because what I would have done was that exact series of plays, except the Mewtwo would be in... Except the Mewtwo would be in range, basically. So, cool. Back to Ubers. Lele comes out. I'm just going to keep air slashing you, as it ends up being Scarf. Good to know, good to know. Like it really matters for me. I don't think webs are honestly important in this game at all, but... Because I don't want a Veltal or anything coming in for free either. Bring Arceus, the Oblivion Wings. You should taunt me if anything, or are you Metronome? Oh, that looks... I can't tell if that's Metronome, but either way we're judgmenting here. Dude! Really? Really? Even if it was Metronome, it didn't knock me out just yet. And I knocked him out after recovery. I know it's Metronome too. Yo, give me a little break. Give me a break in this game. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I lost. Try and calm mine on my face. I dare you. Sacred Fire twice. He's gonna go Dio. I mean Lele. And then Dio just wins. Really wish I hit that Toxic earlier. Or presses Blades. Nice. Dude, really now? I think I could still have won there because he couldn't have knocked me out with anything besides Psycho Boost, and this would have easily KO'd. This would have easily KO'd Lele. Groudon, land your attacks, buddy. This game. I was still at full though. He would have to literally go for Psycho Boost to knock me out. What a game. Why is the Shaymin user getting hacked? This is not what I was told. Ooh. Dio offense. What do we have? Scarf Palkia. Sash Ray. Ooh, Aqua Tail too. I like that. I don't want to set up, as I don't find it to be up. By the way, let me show the team. This is from Green Roman, but it's Life Orb, Shaymin with Healing Wish, defensive Groudon, spit up Scizor. I'm pretty weak to. I have Sucker Punch, thankfully. Okay, let's say I'm a little bit weak to Necro. There's E-Speed here, so we limit it to rocks. I do have. I don't even see if I had Defog. I don't think I did. But he goes Marshadow, and I at least break its Sash. Oh, it looks like it's Life Orb, because Hidden Power Ice is typically Life Orb or Scarf, right? Yeah, okay, cool. It wasn't even either, so I'll take Marshadow as well. Go grab him. Ooh, boy. Crit. So lucky. LOL. Yeah, Shaymin's role in this game, I don't think it has one. I legitimately think I'd go Scizor and I Mega Evolve and Roost. Because he should E-Speed on my VP. Yep. It's alright, bro. If it makes you feel better, your Rock Polish Groudon body about to sweep me. Especially because my best answer is to Spatial Ring crit you. 2 crits. Thanks, I control it. Just like I control my misses. I'm still gonna lose to that Necrozma, aren't I? I don't think Xerneas is the biggest issue. Yeah, it's in BP range, dude. If it's not in BP range at its own, 3 crits. Oh, this is fire. Cause that's a hardcore L. You have to Z me, buddy. Oh, you messed up. Good game, man. Say GG. I'm not gonna taunt him because I know how it is to lose the crits, but like I'm not attacking my opponent in the chat though. Well played. I will BM though. Yo. I never understood what's the point of taking it out on the person in the chat, man. It's the game. Just sucks to get hacked. Oh man, but that guy was angry. Anyway, my boy CV Baselor passed me a team too. It has Normalium Z Shaymin, which we have failed to even get off once. We have Toxic Klefki. I used to love Klefki in Ubers in X and Y. In fact, when I played SBL in X and Y. Story time, kids. Oh, I'd love Scarf Lunala in this. Oh, that guy's a Skyman too. I hope he sweeps me with it. I really hope he sweeps me with his Skyman, because I feel like that's appropriate. Judgment Wisp. Don't see a point in Klefki here besides Toxicking Groudon, and that's actually really big for me, yeah. Toxicking Groudon is actually huge because I have Arceus Water, but it doesn't beat Groudon because it doesn't have Toxic itself, so... It's actually... I'm actually willing to sack my Klefki right here as long as Toxic lands. Good. Oh, perfect. I even get a spike off of it. Or I could defog, but I don't really care. I'm going to get a spike out of it. There we go. So I got a Toxic off on Groudon and a spike. Let's see what we can do with Skymin now. I'm gonna lose my Skymin right here. I did not. 180. Gimme! Nice. Okay, so Groudon was a threat. It's gone. Moongeist Beam is looking ridiculously threatening, which is why I think that spike was worth it. I also got rid of a potential Sash on Marshadow. Of course, my Shadow Shield is gone, so I gotta be careful about his own Marshadow as well. Oh god. Are you Scarf, dude? No, you are not. That's very fitting. That is extremely fitting based on how the live has been so far. Anyway, I love Arceus right now because it wisps both of the physical attackers. Hey, buddy, you want to land? Oof, we landed. Are you refreshed, dude? I mean, either way, I have Lunala to check you, but I'm gonna recover up here and hope he's not refreshed. And also, actually, I'm gonna hope he's Life Orb. Yep. So he goes down, and I end up at full HP, and I think Arceus Water is gonna win this game. So nice. I end up at full HP at the end of the turn. This is fire. Didn't even like SD up the next time. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think all I got to do is Judgment Lucario as well, as opposed to Will-O-Wisping. Because then I can always sack my own Luke. Ogre comes out. Oh, in fact, I can just go Groudon now. Don't even have to worry about nothing. I just click Fire Punch. Because the important part is damage on Kyogre just for close combat, or landing an attack on Lucario so it drops itself. Arceus Water is still useful just because Judgment is a 2-hit KO on Luke as well as Marshadow. And obviously, you know, okay, I got scared for a second that wasn't regular Groudon. Ooh, what a play. Good play, dude. Go ahead and give me this. This is the only Mon you have that can deal with Lunala, so I would gladly take it from you. Give it to me. Nice bulk up. Oh my, I'm sorry, dude. See, at least that, I'm sorry. I'm definitely sorry about that. My play right there was to sack, but that's big. That's a big. But at least this guy isn't the other guy. Ooh. I'm 1 point faster, which means I can get off a Will-O-Wisp. Nope, we can't allow you to freeze me and create openings for Pokemon. But at that point, I basically went Groudon. I Fire Punched. He went Lucario. He was forced to close combat me. I went Scarf Lunala. I knocked him out with Moongeist Beam after the defense drop. So basically, he was forced to close combat me always because I always attack what's in front of me, whether it be with Arceus, whether it be with Lucario, whatever's in right there. I like how Skymin. I mean, Skymin did one thing. Let's go and use Roman's team again, real quick. Gothitelle. Oh. Yo, that Groudon is threat, man. Oh, I love Sashay. I keep forgetting I'm Sashay on this team. I was like, what do I lead with versus this type of squad? So he's a Gothitelle. I do have rocks. Nice. I would like rocks. SD Scizor is pretty good considering YouTube Mill. Considering Gothitelle, Solgaleo, Necrozma, obviously. A U-turn on it, but this is also a threat, so I would much rather find out if it's defensive or not right now. That looks Scarf. It definitely looks Scarf. I'm assuming an Arceus form might come out right now too. Yep. Cool. So we're getting Groudon just because it's rocks. If he doubles it to cure him, very nice play. Just judgments. I'm okay with that. So I get up our rocks right here. Do I have Roar? I do. Huh. I don't see a point in keeping my Rayquaza alive right now when I could, because why get damage on Groudon when it's incredibly important. We'll just pump, because pump should 2 KO Arceus Fairy. It should also, I'm not sure if a 2 KO is Gothitelle. In fact, I'm probably going to lose my Palkia to this Gothitelle, but... No, if I'm Lustre Storm, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So, it gives me Scarf of Veltal, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose my Mon to this Gothitelle. And I'm okay with that. Oh, didn't opt to go Gothitelle. This is where it gets tricky. Because I really want to go Skyman here. And I feel like it's worth the sack because the Veltal is way more important. Especially if my opponent opts to go for rocks. Beautiful Rock Tomb play. But are you faster than me now is the question. Because this is 258, which is a good speed number. Yeah, I was about to say, that's a good speed number for Shaymin and not one that Groudon typically hits. So perfect. Groudon being weakened. You can easily just bring in my Veltal and Oblivion Wing. Lovely. And keeping a Veltal alive is super key as well. Because not only does it check Gothitelle, but Sucker Punch is really nice for Necrozma depending on the set. I really like the idea of going Scizor here. If he has Wisp, he has Wisp, but... Do you actually have it? I'll just Defogs. That's fine. That's a free overheat. Oh, and give me your Arceus Fairy. Oh, look how good. Look how good a Veltal is now. Basically, overheat KO'd Groudon and smacked everything upon switching, so it was my best play, in my opinion. Just look how good Veltal is now with my opponent throwing away the Arceus. And I'm assuming they expected rocks there. I love how that KO'd. Oh, and also being able to spam Spatial Run is cool. Like, obviously you have this, but... I guess Specs Curum is going to come out now and clip and drop a Draco. That's the only thing that'll get me him a KO. I think a guaranteed KO. I'm pretty sure Ice Beam doesn't knock me out. Oh, okay. Cool, I'll get my rocks up. It's cool. I literally got rocks up, so I do not mind. Also, if one of these crits... Nice. We just U-turn here on what I'm expecting to be Groudon. I feel like if I SD up, I win, but I don't think Groudon... Hey, what's your Groudon spread, bro? Hey. I'm trying to figure this out. Because I wanted to SD there. I really wanted to SD there. So he sacks Gothitelle. Goes Kyurem, probably flicks Fusion Flare as I go Palkia as my mid-ground play. My Palkia have Earth Power? It doesn't have Earth Power. That's not good. Full HP, 96 plus defense, the rest is for death. Probably takes 8 from plus 2 BP. Anyway, we always go Palkia here just in case he Fusion Flares or something like that. My opponent opts the Ice Beam. I Spatial Rend here. Faster. I'm assuming it's like 16 from... I like how my opponent actually told me their spread by like, I guess this doesn't matter at this point. They're going for the Necrozma win. But if it is leftovers Necro, which it could be... Nah. It's support Groudon, Rock Tomb. There's no way it's leftovers Necro. This is just bad because... In theory, I lose here because I don't have Earth Power. If I had Earth Power, I spammed it. That's like 15 if you run max attack. So bulky. Anyway, we spatial ran. I think that Kyurem is... Okay, you either sack Kyurem or sack Groudon. Opted to sack neither. That is Spadef. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect because I think that I'll win. Never mind. All hope is lost. All hope is lost. All hope is lost. I repeat. Nah, Pacquiao wins if it lands its attacks. I also claim a KO right now. And the interesting thing is he still, like, I think he might sack Groudon, not Necro. And he's still, no, actually, he can't sack Necro, yeah. Because I can spatial run through him. Oh, he actually threw it away. Okay, well, goodbye, Necro. So here's in a position where he has to, this is the only Mon that 100% can get me a win because of the moves that it has. I'm going Scizor here. Because it has Sucker Punch, I just need one switch out from Kyurem anyway. I literally click BP. And again, yeah. Basically, I think I made the play that... Game, bro. Yeah, we go this. Just click Dark Pulse. Nice. Alright, what was Shaymin's role in this game? It died. Man, I don't even remember what Shaymin did on the... Choke Knight didn't recover with Arceus on the obvious overheat. Yeah. Rocks plus Toxic. Annoying. But agreed. Because SD Scizor always had a shot in this game. Anyway. Cool Necro. Never seen T-Wave. But yeah, so what I was saying, in this type of game, if it did recover, it would have been a little bit harder, but basically I think it would have always came down to me being full power with Scizor just because it was T-Wave. Because like I said, if I get +4, it's nice to steal defense. Looking open, man. I too. I'm pretty much just using sub teams. It's my testing. But I don't know if I'm gonna use Skyman. I feel like Shaymin-Sky is really unreliable. To at least use in the Ubers tier. What's up, Mel? I'll keep it going, but actually, you know what? I think I'll end the video here because I'm just having a conversation with this point. You guys don't have to read it. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys... Okay, hold up. Rotom Wash. Worked pretty well. Want to test it? Yeah, man, pass that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm going to keep that Rotom Wash for myself now. I'm going to try it myself. But, yeah, goodbye, my friends.